So the first question is, if we have 2 raised power x is equal to 8, what will be x? That is the first question. Now, I don't know if you can remember this. If you have something like this, let's say if you have a raised power n is equals to a raised power n. If you have expression of this nature, take note of what is common here. I'm not talking about the power. Check the two bases are what? Are the same. Check the bases, they are the same. So since the bases are common, what you do, you ignore the bases. You don't cancel, you just ignore them. Then equate the power. The power must be the same. Check the same term you have here. That same term you also have in here. That is single terms. So since the bases are the same, just ignore the base, then you equate the power. So that means m will be equal to n. So if you have something like this, and let's say 3 raised to power 4 is equal to 3 raised to power x. What you do, you ignore this and equate this power. For s will be equal to 4. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's go with this question now to see what we are going to have actually. So from this rule now, the first thing you do, if you have anything like this equation in indices. So the first thing you are going to do now, you first try your best to see if you can make the two bases the same. If you cannot make the two bases the same, you have another way to do it. But this question now, we can equal the two bases we are seeing here. So what I'm going to do here, so let's try and see what we can do. So if I have 2 raised power s here now what will I raise 2 to? I want to make the two bases to be 2. What will I raise 2 to? I'll give me 8. So I will write 8. I will repeat 8 in this place, but I will ensure that the 8 is written as an exponent or a form of indices in which the base will be 2, since we already have 2 here. So the base is already 2. The base is going to be 2 since we have 2 here. So what will 2 be raised to give us 8? 2 raised to power 3. Chase 8. So 2 raised to power 3 is 8 as well. So since these two bases are the same, you just ignore them. You just ignore. Then you equate the power so that x will be equal to 3. That is the answer to that. It's as simple as that. So let's go to the next question. We are having 3 raised to power x plus 1 is equals to 9. The same thing. Equate the two bases. So what are we going to have? We have 3 raised to power x plus 1 is equals to, what will 3 raised to give us 9? 3 will be raised to 2. 3 raised to power 2, same thing as 9. So you just ignore these two bases, then you equate the power. So x plus 1 will be equal to 2. So you see this equation now we are having. This one is indicial equation. But this one now is a simple equation. So if you don't know how to do simple equation, you may not be able to do this second equation. So you just collect like things, move the ones that are having a variable to one side, then constant to the other side. So s remain here. So I have 2. If this plus 1, consider this sign, we change to minus 1. So 2 minus 1 give us what? 1. So s is equal to 1 in the second one. So in the first one, s is equal to 3. The second one, s is equal to 1. So take note of that. So let's look at the next question. So we're having 7 raised to power x is equals to 49 raised to power x minus 1. So we have 7 raised to power x is equal to 7 raised to power 2 will give us 49. So we just put 7 raised to power 2 here so that the two bases will be the same. We have x minus 1. So next we have 7 raised to power x now be equal to, this 2 is going to open this bracket, then it will affect this x, it will also affect this 1. Take note of that. That we'll be having 7 raised to power 2 times s, we have 2x. 2 times minus 1, then we have minus 2. So just ignore the 2 bases, so that x, the power will be the same, will now be equal to 2x minus 2. So the next thing we are going to have will be collecting of like terms. So this will move to this side. We're going to have x. And this one is already positive. Since you don't have any sign, it's positive. So we change to negative 2x is equals to then negative 2. Please ensure this sign, this negative sign, is with this 2 at the end, minus 2. So that 1x, look at this, we have 1x minus 2x, just like 1 minus 2. Since 2 is bigger than 1, just like you're having 1, you borrow 2, you're not being owing 1. So 1 minus 2 gives us minus 1x. But if it's 1x, we don't use 2, something like add the 1, we just isolate the 1. So only s will be there. Then that will be equal to minus 2. So since you have negative sign with the s, so s is having a minus 1 as the coefficient. I hope you can remember. So to remove this negative sign now, you just divide this side by minus 1. Just divide this side by minus 1. That's how to remove negative sign. Either you multiply by minus 1 or you divide by minus 1. So this will cancel this. We have x is equals to just divide both sides by negative 1. Very important. This will cancel this. We have 2. So 2 minus 3 divided by minus 1, that gives us 2. So that is the answer to that. Please take note of that. So let's look at the next question. So please try and follow. So the next question is 2 raised to the power 2x minus 3 equal to 8 raised to the power x minus 3. The first thing, let's try our best to make the 2 bases equal. So we have 2 raised to the power. See, this one is already 2. So we can raise 2 to the power to give us 8. So you just leave that. We have 2x minus 3. So 2 will be raised to the power 3 to give us 8. X minus 3. So next you open that bracket. 2x minus 3. Then we have 2. 3 times s. Remember, we affect everything there. So we have 3x. 3 times 3. We have 9. So the next thing, just equate both the power, then ignore the base. Ignore the base. So we are going to have 2x minus 3 is equals to 3x minus 9. The next thing, collect your like terms. X move to this side, constant move to this other side. So I'm going to have 2x. If this 3 crosses this equal to sign, remember I will change to minus because it don't have any sign, it's positive. So we have minus 3x is equals to, remember this is negative 9. That will remain negative 9. That's minus 9. Minus 9. Then if this negative 3 crosses this equal to sign, it will change to positive. So plus 3. So 3 will go to this side, will change to positive. So at the end of the day, 2 minus 3, that is still minus 1. Because 3 is greater than 1. You are having to borrow to have minus 1. So that gives us minus 1x is equals to minus 9 plus 3. You are owing 9, you paid 3. So you will now be owing 6. So that's minus 6. So to remove this negative sign from this place, now what you do, divide this side by minus 1. Also divide the other side by minus 1. Then this will cancel this. What you do to the left hand side, also do to the right hand side, so that x will now be equal to 6. Because this minus will cancel this. So x is actually equal to 6. So please take note of that. It's very, very important. So let's look at the last question now. The last question. So we're having 10 raised to the power x plus 1 equal to 100 raised to the power 3 minus s. The first thing, try your best to make the two bases equal. So we're going to have 10 raised power x plus 1 is equals to 10 raised power 2 will give us 100. So we just put 10 raised power 2 here so that the two bases will be the same. 3 minus x. So we have 10 raised power x plus 1 is equals to these two. We multiply the two things outside. So we'll now be having 10 raised power 2 times 3, that's 6. 2 times minus s, that's minus 2x. 2, you just ignore this, they are not the same. That x plus 1 will be equal to 6 minus 2x. Just equate the power. So collect your like things now. We're going to have x here. S will remain. Then this one moves to this other side. Minus will change to plus. Plus 2x is now equal to 6 remains. If this plus 1 crosses this sign to this other side, then the plus will change to minus. Then we'll now be having x plus 2x, that is 1 plus 2, that is 3. So we're going to have 3x is now equal to 6 minus 1, that will give us 5. So next thing, since we want to make s free, remember simple equation. Divided by 3. Divided by 3, so we cancel this. So s will now be equal to 5 over 3. That is the answer. Or you can say s is the same as you write 5. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divide it into 3 places. We have 1, 2, 3, 1. Then 2 will be left. So just once. 2, 3 can go into 5 once. Then remainder 3. That is remainder 2. Can go to once. Then remainder 2. That is one whole number. That remainder over the divisor, which is 3. Also write it this way: 1 over 2 over 3. So either you write it this way or write it this way, or you put it in decimal way. That is how it is done. So this is how those questions can be resolved. Thank you. Please ensure you have subscribed to this channel. If you know you have not subscribed to this channel, please try and do so. Also like this video and share to others. This is an avenue for you to learn. I pay you. Also help this channel by subscribing. It's free, absolutely free. All you need to do, if you know you are not registered on YouTube, you register with your email, then subscribe to this channel, then like the video, and you can comment anything you wish to comment. Positive way to something like improve the channel, you can just comment it, then we work on it. If you have any question, you can comment it there in our comment section. Thank you.